Opportunities come to you when you have the energetic bandwidth. And I know that, but most recently I've realized that when you're in a state of being exhausted or tired, you can actually block the energy from coming to you of opportunity. Because if there's no space for that opportunity to land, then that opportunity is actually burdening you. And it would rather go to a home that is more open, more loving, more connected to its ability to be able to prosper. I have a plant in my house that has been growing so much. And it's really interesting because this plant has been sitting in the exact same spot. And all of a sudden, it started growing a lot. And not only is it growing, when I first got it, it's like a pothos plant. So if you know what a pothos plant is, a pothos plant is one of those viney plants. So they tend to grow down. Like they grow up a little bit and then they grow down. They're kind of like, they're great plants, hanging plants. People love them because they can grow and they get very long and windy, and they're very prosperous plants. Like they will grow kind of in any environment in a way. And if they're not growing, they're thriving at their same speed or size or whatever, right? I've had this plant for over a year. And I know that because I got it from my Uncle Mark, who lives in the Bay. And last year around this time, there were fires in LA. And I drove up to the Bay to stay there for a few days. And my Uncle Mark is a huge plant guy. And so I asked him, what he knew about plants. And as I was asking him, he gifted me 4 plants. And he was like, it's okay if all of them don't make it. 2 of them have made it. I have an Azizi and I have a pothos plant. And so let me talk to you about this pothos plant. I put it in different areas because plants are interesting. They're like people. They are like animals. They are like things. They thrive in certain places. So you might have them in one area of your home and they're doing fine. You could have it in another area of your home and it starts thriving. But typically, once it settles into an area or a space in your home, it tends to do pretty much the same thing. It's kind of in a cycle, a growth cycle. It tends to grow at the same speed or the same rate. So if you tend to see a new leaf every couple weeks, then you'll see another new leaf another couple weeks. But let me tell you about this pothos plant. Recently, I was looking at it and I noticed that it started to go from down to kind of up. And it surprised me because I feel like my plant is reflecting how I feel. I felt like last year, 2025, I felt very down. And this year, 2026, I feel up. I feel like I'm growing. I feel inspired. I feel energetically like I have way more energy to hold opportunity. There's so much that I'm feeling within my body that I started to say to myself, okay, wait, is this plant picking up on my vibes? Wait a minute, what's going on here? And so that got to be quite exciting. I started to think, wow, can your personal energy shift the energy of even plants? I know that it can help influence the people that you are around. And the way that I know that is because my mom's a really good example of that. My mom is a very positive person. It's very difficult for her to even sit in any emotion that's not really positive. She always tells me if I'm going through something, she's like, what are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for? It's always the reframe. She always reframes things. And I think that her influence on my mindset has been instrumental in my life. And I think about the fact that my mom is able to hold positivity even when she's really going through things. Sometimes we have to be reminded of the hopes that we want something to be a certain way or to go a certain way or to do something we've been wanting. Like, I've been wanting it to be this. I've been wanting it to be that. I've been wanting it to be. And you get to this place where you're like, I really, really want this to work out a certain way. And then when it doesn't, I can feel so disheartened by that. I can feel so saddened by that. And I'm realizing that failure is a part of life. It is a part of the experience of life. And we get an opportunity to live. And it's all in our perspective of what life is, how it comes to us, that makes us see it in different ways. The perspective is more important than the situation, than the pain. And God, life has so much pain in it. And everyone has different amounts. Some people have a lot. Some people have a little bit. Some people have a genuine cloud, even though their life is so great. They can tend to feel like things are happening to them, even when on the outside looking in, their life is so blessed. And that is also pain. That is also something we have to go through. And I think we look at different people and we say, well, their life is fine. Like, why would they be sad? Or that person is okay. Why would they be sad? But I think what you have to understand is that the reason why you're doing that is because, and I've been guilty of doing it too, is that the pain that you feel inside yourself, or the sadness that you feel inside yourself, the sadness that I feel inside my own self, I didn't hold grace for myself for a long time. I didn't allow myself to feel sad and it was okay. I was like, well, if I'm sad, then I'm sad, but I need to get over it. Like, girl, your life is fine. It's great, in fact. So what I'm noticing is that when I go through those waves, right? And this week has been so interesting because every day this week I've recorded something, every single day. And I'm noticing that my relationship with myself not being the determining factor for if I'm going to create is very interesting. Because I've never done that before. I've always created from the space of, okay, I feel great today, I'm going to create today. I don't feel great today, I'm not going to create today. I've allowed my emotions and my mood to determine the opportunities that I have. But I'm actually finding right now that by me just saying, like the same way I'm going to eat, I'm going to make something and create it and share it with people. I also think, by the way, it is helpful because I haven't been on YouTube in so long that it does feel like introducing myself to a new community and reintroducing myself to people who may have not seen me for years. So it feels a little bit less pressury, I think, because YouTube for me is about creators to connect to their community more than it is about professionals creating videos for their peers to see. Like, YouTube doesn't feel like, it feels like the realest version of creation to me. It feels like the most unfiltered version of creation to me. So I'm noticing that, to go back to opportunities, I'm noticing that opportunities are increasing. And opportunities are increasing because my mindset is increasing around opportunities. And I'm saying to myself, I have the space, I have the capacity, I have the steadiness, right? Has turned into more of, I mean, there's still a little wave. Let me not say it's just like this, right? I'm not flatlined. But it's a little bit, So when the opportunities increase, we think it's the opportunities increase and then our mindset changes or our feelings change or our happiness increase. But it's actually your happiness increase and then the opportunities increase. It's the opposite of what I feel. And today I made a video that I'm going to watch in a year from now talking about how I'm so proud of you for choosing your joy. And I'll play a little bit of it for you. Hey girl, I'm talking to you. 2025 was crazy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for noticing with me. And let me know in the comments below, is there anything you're noticing right now? And have you noticed that when your mindset shifts, that your opportunities shift? That when you energetically shift and create space and are a safe place and are good soil for your opportunities to land, that they increase?